Hello, truth seekers. Let me ask you a question. When you scroll through your social media feed, how many experts do you see? The financial guru standing in front of a rented Lamborghini, the health influencer selling a miracle cure, the politician who speaks with absolute confidence but says nothing. They look like experts. They sound like experts. But, deep down, you feel a glitch. You sense a hollowness. You are looking at a simulation of wisdom, not wisdom itself. We often think fake news or deepfakes are modern problems. But 2,400 years ago, Plato saw this exact phenomenon destroying Athens. He realized that the most dangerous person isn't the criminal who breaks the law, but the sophist, the intellectual charlatan who counterfeits the truth. Today, we open one of Plato's most challenging dialogues, the Sophist. This isn't just a book. It is a detective story. It is a manhunt to catch a shape-shifting criminal and pin him down with a definition. If you can not distinguish between a philosopher, a lover of truth, Sophist, a merchant of illusions, you are destined to be manipulated. Let's join the hunt. What is the core message of this logical masterpiece? It is the struggle to define the difference between reality and appearance. In the dialogue, the characters realize that the sophist is a master of disguise. He hides in the darkness of non-being. This means the sophist deals in lies, makes what is not appear as though it is. But here is the philosophical trap. To accuse the sophist of lying, you have to prove that lies actually exist. In ancient philosophy, the great father figure Parmenides had established a rule: only being exists, non-being. Nothingness does not exist. If nothingness doesn't exist, then you cannot say something is not true. The sophist uses this logic as a shield. I didn't lie, because lies are non-being, and non-being doesn't exist. The core message of the sophist is Plato's courageous attempt to break this shield. He commits parricide, killing the father. He metaphorically kills Parmenides to prove that non-being exists. Plato argues that non-being is not empty nothingness. It is simply difference. When we say a statement is false, we aren't speaking of nothing. We are speaking of something different from reality. By establishing this, Plato reclaims the ground for truth. Yes, lies exist. Yes, illusions are real things. And because they exist, we can identify and reject them. How do you catch a slippery liar? You don't guess. You use a systematic net. Plato introduces the method of division. Imagine you are looking for a specific book in a library. You don't wander around. You divide the library: fiction, vs. non-fiction, then history versus science. You keep dividing until you corner the target. In the book, the stranger uses this method to corner the soul. He starts by defining him as a hunter. But what does he hunt? Animals? No. Humans? Does he hunt with violence? No. With persuasion. Does he do it for the public good? No. For private money. Through this relentless division, Plato exposes the sophist's nature. He is a paid hunter of rich young men, selling a semblance of education. The insight is profound. To understand something, you must deconstruct it. We accept vague labels like influencer. Plato teaches us to slice through these labels. Is this person teaching for truth or for money? By dividing the concepts, the camouflage falls away. Plato then makes a brilliant distinction between two types of likeness and phantasm. A likeness tries to copy the original accurately, like a faithful portrait. It honors the truth. A phantasm, however, distorts the proportions to look correct from a specific angle. Think of a massive Greek statue. The head is made huge so that when you look up from the ground, it looks normal. If it were accurate, it would look weird. It cheats reality to please the eye. The sophist creates phantasms. He doesn't care about the truth. He cares about your perspective. He adjusts his words to match your biases and desires. He creates an illusion that feels more real than reality. The insight: beware of things that look too perfect. The truth is often messy and complex. The lie is designed to fit your perspective perfectly. If an idea confirms everything you already want to believe, you are likely dealing with a In the middle of the hunt, the stranger describes a battle between the giants and the gods. The giants are materialists who say, only what I can touch exists. The gods are idealists who say, true reality is only in invisible ideas. Plato mediates this war with a revolutionary definition of being. He says, anything has real being if it possesses any sort of power to affect anything else or to be affected. Being is power. This is a game changer. It validates the existence of intangibles, like justice or knowledge. You cannot touch justice, so the giants reject it. But justice has the power to change a society. Therefore, it exists. The insight is to expand our definition of reality. Do not be a giant who only believes in atoms. Recognize that anything that has the power to make a difference is real. Your thoughts, your character, your influences are as real as rocks. So, how do we use this ancient manhunt today? First, practice the method of division on your newsfeed. When you encounter a new guru or viral news, pause. Divide it. Ask, is this reporting or commentary, based on research or emotion, for education or clickbait revenue? Slice the content layer by layer. By the time you reach the core, you will see if it is a likeness of truth or a phantasm for profit. Second, detect the phantasm in yourself. We all have a little sophist inside us. We curate our lives on social media, adjusting angles to look right to the audience rather than reflecting who we truly are. We prioritize appearing good over being good. Plato challenges us. Are you building a character likeness or a brand fan? The energy used to maintain the illusion is stolen from building your reality. Third, embrace the power of not. Remember, non-being exists as difference. Defining what you are not is just as important as defining what you are. I am not a person who cheats. I am not a person who gives up. These statements are not empty. They are powerful boundaries. Use the power of difference to carve out your identity. The dialogue ends, and they finally catch this. They pin him down as a magician and a juggler of words. But here is the chilling part. The sophist never goes away. As long as humans desire easy answers, there will be someone selling illusions. Plato's Sophist is a training manual on how not to become their victim. It teaches us that truth is hard work. The sophist offers you a comfortable dream. The philosopher offers you a difficult wakefulness. The choice is yours. Thank you for thinking with me today.